If you're tired of a life of lack and would love a life of freedom lived on purpose, get excited because I'm going to share 7 required principles to live a life of freedom with purpose. Now, these 7 principles are literally life changing, so I invite you to pay full attention. And after this very brief video, you've got 3 choices you can do: absolutely nothing, or you can implement these principles yourself, or you can click the button below to get all the details about our system where we've implemented all 7 of these required principles to freedom for you. Now relax, because we're not asking you for any money today. And as a matter of fact, our system is a free trial. So if you want to try it, still no money, no risk, while being life-changing. Now, the first principle to living a life of freedom with purpose is to be an entrepreneur rather than an employee. So why is it so critical to be an entrepreneur? Well, if you're not an entrepreneur, then you'll always be trading your time for dollars. You'll never be able to work when you want, where you want, and you'll never be able to make lifestyle income. So why aren't more people entrepreneurs? Well, they think it takes a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of knowledge, but what if it didn't take any of those? We'll show you how. Now, our second principle to achieve a life of freedom with purpose is to be a kingdom entrepreneur. So why is it so critical to be a kingdom entrepreneur? Well, to live a life of purpose, we're told to seek first the kingdom of God. Then all else will be added unto you. So why aren't more people kingdom entrepreneurs? Well, most people think they need to either make money or serve God. But what if you could do both and make more money by serving God first? We'll show you how. Now, the third principle to achieve a life of freedom with purpose is to be great at sales. So why is it so critical to be great at sales? Well, sales allow you to be paid for productivity rather than your time. In the same amount of time, someone great at sales can be 10 or even 100 times more productive than someone else, thereby allowing them to earn 10 or 100 times more than someone else. So why aren't more people great at sales? Well, most people think to be great at sales, you have to convince people to do something they don't want to do. But what if you don't have to convince people to watch a video like this one? And what if you have a system that's great at doing the selling for you? We do. Now, the fourth principle to achieve a life of freedom with purpose is to earn monthly residual income. See, getting paid every month by sharing something one time is way better than having to sell over and over again. So why is it so critical to earn monthly residual income? Well, without monthly residual income, you will always need to be working to make money so you can survive, which means that you'll never have that freedom to do what you want whenever you want. And you'll never have the peace of mind to know what your income might be the next month. So why don't more people have monthly residual income? Well, most companies do not offer lucrative monthly residual income because most companies want to pay you as little as possible, and most companies don't have a system that's easy to earn monthly residual income like we do. Now, what if you could easily earn over 80% monthly residual income forever, sharing something for free that many people would love if they only knew about it? Now, the fifth principle to achieve a life of freedom with purpose is to offer tools. And why is it critical to offer tools? Well, the bigger the problems that you solve and the more people you solve problems for, the greater the impact you can have, which means the more money you can make. Now, what do I mean by offer tools? Well, tools allow people to do a lot more, quicker, easier, more effectively, and less expensively. And any one of those 5 things would solve big problems for many people. But all 5 of these things, when compounded, are invaluable for many people. And what if you could share something that included many extremely valuable tools? And what if we do all the training and support for the tools so that you don't have to? Now, what tools are extremely valuable and allow you to help many people? We answer that in our 6th principle to achieve a life of freedom with purpose, which is to provide tools known as software as a service, or the acronym SaaS. Now, why software as a service? That's the first question, and then we'll talk about why software. Well, many people are used to paying a monthly fee for a service, like their cell phone service, like their internet service, like their Amazon Prime service. Every month, tens of millions, if not literally hundreds of millions of people worldwide pay a monthly fee for their service, which means you could get paid monthly residual income forever. Now, why software as a service? Well, software is super easy to deliver. In order to get it, all someone needs to do typically is click a button. And when they click that button, they can get it delivered immediately. And not just immediately, but anywhere in the world. Software also can easily be improved, which means improvements can be delivered automatically so that people immediately get those improvements at no extra cost, which means people get very high value for their monthly fee. So there can be a very high retention rate, which means that you can count on monthly residual income. Now, not just you can count on monthly residual income, but here's what's super exciting, and that is software, once it's developed, has an extremely low cost, which means it can have an extremely high profit, which means you can count on extremely high profit on your monthly residual income month after month after month forever. Now, software allows us also, and most importantly, to create tremendous value for the user by solving big problems for many people, because it can do a lot more, a lot quicker, a lot easier, a lot more effectively, and a lot less expensively. Now, the seventh and the last principle to achieve a life of freedom with purpose is to earn from the efforts of others. And why is it so critical to earn from the efforts of others? Well, if you don't earn from the efforts of others, then most people don't get paid if they're sick. Most people don't get paid if they want extra time off. And you won't make as much money as you could. So why don't most people make money from the efforts of others? Well, most people think that in order to earn from the efforts of other people, they've got to be a manager, or they need to hire employees, which means they could have legal issues and tax issues, and who wants all that, right? But what if you could make money from the efforts of other people without needing to be a manager, and without needing to hire employees, and without having any legal issues or tax issues? Well, you can. Now that you know our 7 required principles to living your life of freedom with purpose, you've got, as I mentioned earlier, 3 choices. And again, your first choice is you can do absolutely nothing. Simple question though, do you really want to keep getting the same results? If not, then your second choice is you can hope to figure out how to implement our 7 principles yourself. Or your third choice, which is the easiest and the most effective choice, is to simply click the button below to get all the details right now so that we can implement our 7 required principles for you. Therefore, again, we invite you to click the button below because there's absolutely no risk whatsoever. You can try our system with a free trial. And if you like our system, and we're very confident you will, doesn't it make sense that other people will as well? Of course it does. We then make it super easy for you to share this very same video with other people so that they can try our system with a free trial, so that you can easily enjoy a life of freedom and purpose with no risk. So if you really want freedom with purpose, just click the button below right now. You'll be so glad you did.